Yeah, I think they I think they're spawning forest right about now-ish. Oh, here comes oh damn son. Oh no. He came flying through the air like Michael Jordan when he was stretching out to get that dunk in Space Jam. He don't want nothing to do with it right there. He said, "Don't worry, Bugs and Daffy, I'ma stretch my arm out 1,000 feet to win the game."
They're all working on shit, right in front of broken window.
We're in the lead.
How you doing? How you doing? Welcome back to Thug Life Gaming. It's Born Legit. Today we're gonna run through some aiming tips. We're gonna show you somewhat of a tutorial on how to aim better in Call of Duty Ghosts, because ever since the original Call of Duty, whenever you look up videos on how to aim better, it's always the exact same douchebag doing that classic, okay, in order to quick scope, pull the left trigger, and when the enemy is in the center of your screen, you want to shoot him. Okay, we're not going to talk about that dumb stuff. I'm going to show you some legit tips that are going to really help you when using the sniper rifle. But before we do that, I want to show you the difference between a drag shot, a quick scope, and a pop shot. So let's go into each of them and show you the difference. So the first one we're going to talk about is a drag shot. Now a drag shot is when you've completely pulled up your scope and the enemy opponent is not in the center of your screen, so you then have to drag your aimer across the screen in order to get it on him and get the kill. So let's see that. Now a quick scope is when you've completely pulled up your scope and your enemy opponent is already in the center of your screen, so all you have to do is pull the trigger and get an instant kill. Now a pop shot is when you slightly press the left trigger to better help aim towards your opponent and then shoot, hoping that the bullet's going to hit your enemy.
Oh, nice. That was sexy.
However, I'm going to be honest with you guys, pop shotting is not effective whatsoever in Call of Duty Ghosts because Infinity Ward took out the ability to pop shot. In order to get an accurate shot off, you have to be completely scoped in. As you'll see right here, as soon as I aim in and have my scope fully pulled up, the shots are really accurate and go into the center of your screen. But as soon as you start no-scoping or hip firing, the shots go all over the place. And that also goes for when you start to pop shot. If you haven't completely scoped in yet, the bullets go all over the place just like they would if you were no-scoping. So don't be an idiot and go out there pop shotting and be like, what the heck, I don't get why I'm not killing anybody. Just stick the scoping in and you'll be fine. Alright, now let's get into the tips portion of this aiming tutorial. The first tip that I'm going to give you is for sniping, and it is to use the variable zoom lens. Now the variable zoom lens has a default lens that isn't zoomed in that much, and this will actually benefit you when it comes to close quarters combat. Because it's not zoomed in that much, it allows you to see objects that are closer towards you. This in turn increases your accuracy and your reaction time. Now the second beneficial thing that the variable zoom lens does is it allows you to drag shot quicker and more effectively. Because the default lens on the variable zoom lens isn't zoomed in as much, you can actually drag your aimer across your screen quicker than you would be able to if you were more zoomed in.
Guard dog ready.
The second aiming tip is actually for your throwing knife while using the Maniac kill streak. A lot of people ask me how I'm so accurate with the throwing knife, and to be honest with you, I suck with it unless I'm using the Maniac. But the thing I use to help me with my accuracy is the Maniac's HUD. During this video that you saw at the start of this, a lot of people think I just centered the guy in the center of my screen and threw my knife, but that's not true. The thing I used on the Maniac's HUD is this middle bar right here, and I use this to help my accuracy and to help me aim. I either center it on my opponent when he's running straight towards me, backing away from me, or is standing still, or if he's running sideways, I use it to help lead my throw.
We're in the lead. Your sentry gun is gone.
Now the third aiming tip I'm going to give you gets a little weird, it gets a little freaky, but it has to do with how your brain processes information. It's been scientifically proven that your brain performs multiple tasks less effectively than it would if it was only performing one or two. A great example of this is having to answer trivia questions while you're driving. Your answers for the trivia questions and your performance of driving will both suffer if you're doing both of them at once, but if you're doing them individually, your scores will be a lot better. This is also why when people damage one of their eyes and have to wear an eye patch, their vision in the eye that is good will actually increase because their brain doesn't have to process the amount of information from both eyes. So how the hell does this relate to Call of Duty? Well, take this controller for instance. Once you've zoomed in with your sniper rifle, your brain performs three different tasks. It holds your breath with your left joystick, it aims your sniper rifle with your right joystick, and then you pull the right trigger in order to shoot your opponent. So my third aiming tip is to eliminate the task of having to hold your breath. Once you've zoomed in with your scope, just aim and shoot. It'll take some getting used to, but over time you'll become much more effective at killing because your brain doesn't have to process as many tasks and it doesn't have to take in as much information. I know this doesn't seem like much of a difference, but that little bit of information can be just what you need to get better at sniping. So let's take a look at that right now.
Time to work, Ghost Squad. We're in the lead.
Our first year of legitimate school.
We're in the lead.
Dude.
Alright guys, we're going to be doing a couple new things this week, the first of which is a comment spotlight. Leave a comment below and my favorite comment for each week is going to get the comment spotlight on the next week's video. And if you thought this video was swaggy enough to like, then click that thumbs up button. And if you're out there living the thug life, I'm talking busting your ass every day, striving for success, yet you still want to love some video games, then join the Thug Life gaming community by subscribing to the channel. And also, don't forget to show your family and friends by sharing the video on social networks such as Facebook and Twitter. And if you want to keep up with some of the coolest, most current news in the gaming industry, then follow and like our Facebook page at Thug Life Gaming. Now let's get into the TLG shout out of the week, where we give recognition to an individual that is doing a great job promoting the community. This week's winner goes to GardenHoser22. Now let me tell you something that GardenHoser does, and is probably the easiest way to get the shout out of the week. Every time he fills up his recent players list, he sends everybody on his players list a message telling them to check out the Thug Life Gaming YouTube channel. And the more you promote the community, the more the channel grows, the more successful it is, which means the more time and effort and cool things that I can put into the YouTube channel and into the community as well. So get out there, promote the community. If you want recognition for it, send me a message. My gamer tag is BornLegit. Let me know all of the effort and time that you're putting into promoting the community. Now, the second new thing that we're going to be doing every single week to give people more recognition for being part of the community is the Thug of the Week. Now, how do you get the Thug of the Week? It's easy. If you want more information on what TLG is all about, go to www.thuglifegaming.com. On the website, there is a contact page. On that page, you'll see a little message form. On that, you fill out your email address and you send me a message. Tell me what makes you a thug. Are you out there supporting your family? Are you helping raise your little sister? Are you grinding away at schoolwork to help you get good grades? Tell me what makes you a thug. My favorite message from every week will get recognition here on the YouTube channel as winning the Thug of the Week, because that's what this community is all about, guys. It's about having that stress relieving outlet. When you're out there living the thug life, you want to come home and have something that helps you relieve your stress, something that's fun, something that's entertaining, helps you get better at video games. That's what this community is all about. So go ahead and check that out. Try to get the Thug of the Week. So keep it swaggy, guys. I hope you really enjoyed the video, and I can't wait to see everybody next week.